Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for your patience through the break there. All right, let me go ahead and we will switch on over to this screen. Again, welcome in, everybody. Sorry for the extended break. I had to get everything switched over from Alan Wake's American Nightmare over to Control Ultimate Edition. All right, new game. This will overwrite previous progress. That's fine. I love this game. It's good stuff.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Hey, it's my stream title.
You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you.
Is the audio okay for everybody? Let me know.
I get my hopes up.
If I need to do any adjustments.
So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room.
Good. Okay.
There's a poster
Sweet.
on the
Thank
wall.
you.
We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster.
The Federal Bureau of Control.
The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous
Cool,
person.
thank you.
Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us.
This is still such a fantastic looking game.
Terrible, but we're all transfixed.
No, Mike, I will not.
It's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much.
That's my favorite character in this game.
Stranger.
We haven't met him yet, but
there's a hole
he's fantastic.
behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes
I know the janitor is the one that's got it all figured out.
Crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Get ready for it to get weird.
Hello? Anyone here?
I'm curious, what happens if you try to leave at the beginning? Nothing. Okay. It was worth a shot. So the hardest part for me in this, because this is probably my 4th playthrough of Control, I think. I'm gonna have issues because you as you progress in the game, you accumulate more powers. And I'm gonna have trouble not having all those abilities to start. This game is fantastic. This is literally one of my all-time favorites. And you will see as we go. It's not as straightforward as you think it is. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens. Let's see. Collectibles. Prohibited items reminder. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. No unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Why number 2 pencils? Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, like rubber ducks or ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Enhance. Oh, I forgot I could do the enhance. Okay. I'll have to remember that for later. You have control over control? Maybe not yet, but we will. If that makes sense. Internal lockdown in effect, building lockdown in effect. So that in itself brings up a question, because Jessie, she just walks in this place, right? And one of the first things that she sees is that there's a lockdown. So number one, where is everybody? And number two, how was she able just to walk in? Kind of strange, huh? Which we'll learn more as we go. Yeah, no ketchup. I think specifically they didn't want you to bring in, like, say, a Heinz ketchup bottle or anything that's, you know, iconic. Let's see. Let's zoom. Enhance. Expenditure summary. Executive sector Q2. Major staffing surveillance. Redacted. Data center initiative construction. Redacted and redacted. Minor. Office equipment and janitorial costs. Redacted. Mold removal. HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheets, please see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. This game is a good blend of, like, if you're familiar with SCP, there's a lot of elements in this that are kind of like that. Crappy Hunt's ketchup is fine, I guess.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago.
The Federal Bureau of
Seeing it
Control.
in my dreams.
I don't know that I've ever had French's ketchup. See, growing up around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, like, Heinz is a big deal around here. So we generally, if we have ketchup, it's usually, you know, Heinz ketchup. The man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Casper Darling, who also happens to be the same actor that voices Alan Wake. He's not the performance capture, but he is Alan Wake's voice. Matthew Peretta. You know what? I don't know who's my favorite. It's probably a toss-up between Dr. Darling here and our friend, the janitor. Our bureau at work. Which you haven't seen his face yet. Let's see, can I see any of the pictures? It's a game magazine. Game about secret agents. Well, that's kind of on the nose. And there's your current director, Zachariah Trench. I'm gonna check out the bathrooms. The only thing is I don't think we can flush toilets. So 0 out of 10 there, but it's okay.
Federal Bureau of Control.
Hey, Arslan, hello!
All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I figured we finished up Alan Wake's American Nightmare, so why not just jump on into Control in preparation for Alan Wake 2. But how you doing? It's good to see you. Happy Thursday. What is going on? Check out that old school computer in there. It's also kind of strange as she's walking through this, if you notice. I don't think any of these offices have doorways. At least on this side. You know how I read that article at the very beginning that said about, you know, you gotta watch out for things like ketchup bottles, stuff that has branding on it, right? So all of their vending machines in the Bureau are just generic white white bags or containers with, like, generic descriptions. So you've got pretzels, crackers, potato chips, pistachios, protein bars, like nothing exciting. And they have all this, like, mega super old technology here because nothing that's considered quote unquote smart is allowed. Let's see. Attention all redacted. A lot of this is obscured, so I'm not going to read redacted a bunch of times. But a shark in his, although secure, permission to following basic protocol, shoot to kill, good luck. So is there a shark that's loose in this building somehow? There's a giant shark. How? How and why? Yes, who is this redacted and why do they keep getting mentioned? Yeah, this game is a good mix between, like, SCP, and then it's got elements that makes you feel kind of like the X-Files at times. It's got Twin Peaks vibes, so kind of like iterations on what Remedy had made with Alan Wake. And we hear someone singing. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. There's some interesting paintings. Okay, what is this? Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them for a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Ms. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, and Mr. Kirkland as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in our annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Yeah, it's the TPS reports. The Federal Bureau of Control's TPS reports. Yeah, did you get that memo? Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to come in again on Saturday and on Sunday. Hello? Sir? Okay, no. There is a lot of lore in this, so I'm trying to, like, find all the notes.
Hey, excuse me.
Hello, sir? Howdy.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant.
Auntie, you're the best.
You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you.
Okay.
If they don't hire you, you are no helmet. Let me work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna.
Take them behind the
I've
sauna.
done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Yeah.
Somebody
He's the best.
no face at all.
Oh no, Mariah Carey's All I Want from Christmas Is You. I'm sorry.
That said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Hush, Jesse. Ahti would do none of the sort. You're doing fine, just tired tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's a day off, so that's good. Hopefully you can get some rest in. I crashed pretty hard this afternoon. I didn't sleep well last night, and then I got home after running errands this morning, and I slept for like 3 hours. I needed it, though. Well, there's the director again. But if you notice, so this is the same lobby that we were just in, right? So how did we loop back around, number one? But also, if you notice, things look slightly different here. There's an elevator where the picture of Ahti was standing. Hey, Pondwater, hello. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Let's see, can I go here? Oh, I've already been in here, I think. Yeah, I've been in here. And then if I go back downstairs, that'll take me where I came in. So, welcome to the oldest house. Proceed deeper into the bureau. We're going to go through this elevator.
The cell and the poster.
It's tough to see in the elevator.
The first time I saw behind the poster.
Here, I'll talk when she's done.
I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Sure. Yeah, this is a cool intro. So this game features several actors that were in previous Remedy games. Of course, Dr. Darling, who was Matthew Perota, the voice of Alan Wake. Our main character, Jessie Faden, is played by Courtney Hope. She was Beth in Quantum Break. I'm trying to think who else. There might be a couple other people. Of course, you know, we see Alan at some point, too. That's the whole reason we're playing this. I love this game, though. Control. I was going to point out in the elevator, it's tough to see.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan.
Notice it says Payne Elevators.
The men of this bureau took him.
Which I'm assuming is a Max Payne reference. So there's no people around to be seen anywhere. Director's office. 665. Interesting. Imagine having Sam Lake in his... I know, that would be so cool. Wow, that alarm, though. Can I shut it off? I don't think I can shut it off. Huh. The oldest man in the world? We tell ourselves it's okay to be old. Wow. Approved terminology reminder. Reminder regarding drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use in service of his or her country. Regret, proud, pride. Will be remembered. Words or phrases to avoid. Alaska. Scissors. Blood or bleed. Loss. Apologies and sorry. Rewatching Twin Peaks Season 3, there's a moment I'm entirely sure they borrowed from Deadly Premonition. There's a lot of overlap, I think, and even some of this stuff, too. Like, there's sequences and things that feel like it could have... Either it was in Twin Peaks or could have been in Twin Peaks. And from what I've heard, Alan Wake 2 is the same, which... I've avoided any kind of spoilers whatsoever. And I can't wait. That's why that's kind of... I wouldn't say I'm speeding through, because I'm not. I'm taking my time, but I want to take in all the lore so that I can jump into Alan Wake 2. Because I know eventually something's going to happen and I'm going to get spoiled and I'm going to be upset. So we're just taking it one thing at a time. Have a good night, Saft. Thanks for hanging out with us. Get some good rest. I thought about turning up the brightness, but I feel like it would kind of mess with the whole aesthetic of the game. We should be okay. Confidential folders just laying around everywhere. Trench. Do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Will quite happily submerge myself in anything even slightly Twin Peaks related. Yes. I keep talking about it, but we got to do a rewatch, and I think I want to try that as like a community movie night kind of situation. I haven't planned it out yet, though. This month is still kind of hectic. We'll see.
Shit.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, no.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Investigate the noise in the director's office. I don't know if there's any documents for me to look at here or not. I don't think. Yeah. Other than this,
Something's
like,
outside.
massive
Mistake.
pencil sharpener. Look at that thing. Man. You okay there, dude? They are broadcasting from the pyramid other. Only the director can wield. The gun, sword, intention left blank. Your application will be processed.
And there goes the poster.
Oh.
Objects of power
Yes!
can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now,
Dr. Darling.
the service weapon is, of course, a
The
prime
legend.
example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime...
Yeah, he's great.
Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it.
The service weapon and live die. This is your ritual challenge. You must choose to be the chosen one.
This place. Where am I?
Okay, what did I pick up under collectibles? Oh, I think anytime you can watch the Darling presentation again. Might as well, right?
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality.
It's Alan Wake, everybody.
Remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is,
Yeah,
of
that's
course,
the
a
same
prime
actor.
example
Yeah.
of an OOP, a very powerful one.
He didn't do the performance capture for Alan Wake, but he's the voice of Alan Wake.
DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it. Lose, and you're well.
I love the gloves he's got on, too.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Oh, hey. Oh, all of the Saw movies are on AMC Plus. I might have to catch up. I think I've only seen, like, maybe the first 3 Saw movies. They started to go downhill after, like, the second one for me. Yes, he is magical. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to sort things as unread. That'll make my life a lot easier. Bubblegum Polaroid. All, none of the above. These are the concepts, tattoos we see in our minds. The service weapon. It has many forms. Like the house prison you occupy. Alright, I gotta remember how to jump. I'm so used to flying around in this. I'm gonna have problems not flying. Like that. Okay, Jesse. Okay. It's fine. Yeet. Okay, so... I don't get how I can make... How can I jump that gap? Oh my god, I'm so used to flying in this. It's crazy. It's like baby steps all over again. I don't think I can double jump. Do I need to... There we go. We made it. Oh no! What What did I do? I ran off. I'm so silly. I need to do the dash. we may be eating ourselves off platforms for a while, chat. It's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, melee. Yeah! I was confused and thought that I had the service weapon already. Control the gun house. It's a fancy gun. Okay.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Ho ho ho. Now I don't have the machine gun yet. Destroy the copy's targets. I like that it's like unlimited ammo. That is nice. Okay. Yes, L2 to aim. Yeah, everything is pretty formal for sure. You gotta do things in just the right ways. Oh. These guys kind of look like zombies a bit. Get away from me! Oh man, I'm so used to having dash and stuff. They start you off and you're pretty... I wouldn't say weak, but you definitely get a lot stronger as the game goes. Boom! There more? Oh. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Got him. Whoa, ow! Sir. Oh no. Okay. There's more health over here. Oof. There we go. Hey, I think we did. Do I have any more health elements that I can pick up anywhere? I don't see any. That should be all right. Hopefully. You wield the gun you. The board appoints you. Congratulations, director. We did it, chat. We're the director.
This threat. An attack. Duty as director.
Yeah, roll credits. We're done.
Keep the bureau safe.
Speedrun time.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy.
We are the director.
Happy to be here.
Janitor assistant. Yes.
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Trying to see what's on his desk. Oh, it's a stamp. Certificate for Zachariah Trench. We got some pictures. It's got a clean shirt here. Oh, I should have access to some cool outfits. Whoa. Okay. First day on the job, everybody. I was gonna say, whoa.
You can't let this happen. 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 You can't let this happen.
Hey, yeah, this is fine.
You can't let this happen. You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
The horror.
Get
Oh, wow. Now we gotta fight all these security guard dudes. Hiss guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have the level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks that they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it's obvious those corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. Oh, there's a photograph of the previous director. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. Zachariah Trench, which, of note, Zachariah Trench is the voice of Max Payne. Same actor. Oh, here's the service weapon, so that's what we picked up during that last challenge. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows peri-utilitarians to redacted. This object must only be bound to individuals seeking the role of, I'm guessing, director? Wait, seriously? Yes. Yes, it's, I believe his name is James McCaffrey. Yeah, he's the voice of Max Payne. Matthew Peretta, Dr. Darling is Alan Wake. Yeah, it's all connected. I'm telling you, this game is phenomenal. That's why I wanted to play it before we got an Alan Wake 2. Let's see. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the redacted, though their criteria is unknown. Oh, so the weapon itself. So Trench may not have actually taken himself out. The weapon decided his term was up. Apparently. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now known as used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted many forms throughout history. It talks about Mjolnir, Excalibur, Veranastra, all weapons that redacted of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. Cool. Crossover with Max Payne and Control 2. Hey, it might happen. Who knows? See, I don't know how that would work, though, because didn't Rockstar purchase the rights to Max Payne? So I think officially Rockstar owns that IP now. Although I think with the announcement of the remaster of Max Payne, I think Remedy's working on it too. I could be wrong, though. Oh, they bought it back. Oh. Hey, look, our picture. How is our picture up in the office already? We just took on the role of director and somehow our picture's there already. Strange, huh? I think I need clearance level 1 to get in there. We'll have to come back down this way. That's what's cool about this game, too, because you unlock rooms throughout the gameplay, and it's all one big loop. You can come back around later on. Get that gun, come hang your pictures for me. I mean, you know, maybe it's a handyman in disguise. I don't know. What is this? This is a picture of the oldest house. So, well, I don't want to spoil kind of, if it's your first time seeing this game, kind of how the story plays out. We learn more about the oldest house in, you know, as we go. There's another picture of Jesse. So all the pictures of the previous director are gone, and they're now all pictures of Jesse. Whoa. What is going on over here? The hotline.
Reach the hotline.
This is how it works.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Okay. The secret government agencies, man, they got some weird inner workings. I also like all the billboards and stuff. The clock picture there, let me see if I can zoom in. That reminds me, if any of you have seen the Loki show on Disney Plus. I haven't seen season 2 yet, so I don't know what to expect, but I did see season 1. But the artwork reminds me of that, which I'm sure they maybe kind of borrowed a little bit. Yeah, missed minutes. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Spinning out of control? Yes. Let's see what we get. Book clubs. Let's say hi and welcome to some of the new people to the oldest house. I'm guessing those are maybe devs. Season 2 is good. I heard. I haven't sat down to watch it yet. Oh, okay, Sphere, no worries. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Get some rest. I know it's late. Oh, I went back the wrong way. My bad. Sorry, I was talking about lore there and I got sidetracked. But yeah, we'll be here. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow too. We'll see how I feel. But I'm gonna get sucked into this, I have a feeling. And hours are gonna go by. I can't wait to upgrade these weapons though. Because once I start getting upgrades, it really starts to take off. No pun intended. Ow! Sir. Let's see. Clearance level 2. Oh, I don't have the clearance for it. Oh, so this is the current quest. Welcome to the oldest house. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Guided into the building by the janitor Auntie, Jesse finds Zachariah Trench, the director of the Bureau, shot dead. She picks up the pistol next to the body and is translocated to the astral plane. The strange board encourages her to bind the gun, an object of power called the service weapon. She succeeds, and the board informs her that she is now the director. Congratulations! Let's see, can I put a weapon mod on this? Let's see what I got. Well, I've only got energy gain from headshots. I guess I might as well put that on, at least for the time being. Can I do any personal mods? No. Well, it's something at least. Quick promotion. Yeah, we went from just citizen off the street to the director pretty quick. Whoa. So we're starting to run into some employees and they're kind of just stuck, floating, literally. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising cost of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Okay. Cool. And yet, whoa, and I can break everything in this place. Whoa. I was stuck inside the... There we go. Those guys are high. But yes. You always gotta check the bathrooms because there might be some goodies stashed. Like weapon upgrades and such. Sometimes there are. Lots of toilet paper, though. Oh, we got a recording.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps.
A building shift,
1.
you say?
Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object.
Why would they have you carry
If
it?
there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
It keeps you safe. Was there other correspondence that I missed? No, I must have read it all. Okay.
Unanticipated building shift. Follow these simple steps. 1.
That would be super scary, right? You're just working in the building and then all of a sudden the rooms shift and everything looks different and you get trapped in the building.
Nearest safe room.
That's like the stuff of nightmares.
Staff to find you and the object.
I would not like that.
If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor.
Let's see, what else? We gotta look for some notes. What is this one? Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside the building. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Let's see. That takes me to Central Executive, which we'll get there in a moment. I want to go into the shelter here. But let me see. Okay, there's no doorway there. Some of these areas, there's really nothing to pick up on. It's more or less to, like, look. Can't find your office. Watch your step. Rangers from security department. Yeah, there is so much attention to detail that they put into this. I feel like... So this game, I feel like, did pretty well when it came out. But I don't know that it did as well as it probably deserved to, because it... I don't know, it's just fantastic. Let's see. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Oh no. Somebody forgot. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. I like that he's got a little name tag on that says Lumpy. Lumpy. Dinner at Hey Ombre. Sounds like a fancy place, huh? Oh, that's the same security one. Throughout the building, you run into these shelters, which are supposed to be safe from these paranatural entities. Which, at some point, something happened, because obviously everyone had a bad time. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall. We've checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you just need to rotate those field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. So they're pretty much like the X-Files. They investigate kind of like the strange, weird events, the unexplained. Let's see, loadouts. Energy recovery speed plus 20. Sure, we'll throw that on for right now. It's the only one I've got, so. Let's see. Off to Central Executive. Oh. Oh. It's a little red in here.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. burrowing into everything in this place.
Ugh.
Is the hiss your enemy?
How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of the effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our deemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet. Then redact it immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious.
Alright, it's our enemy.
Yeah, no amount of special precautions can prevent an idiot from opening the door, I
An
guess.
infuriating melody that makes you hum it
Yeah.
over and over.
Urban legends. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in pop culture using redacted. Our Bureau-made anthology television program. Oh! Threshold kids. Oh, you're in for a treat, chat. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranormal phenomenon contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human redacted through two punctures on the redacted. Whew. Those events, living in the minds of so many, have given it strength beyond belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493-6942 for full report. I know, the Threshold kids. Oh, fantastic. I won't spoil any more than the name Threshold kids. Well, we will meet them soon enough. Have I been over here? No. Oh, that one just plays music. Okay. I think. Well, I guess, down here we go. These guys are gonna attack me anyway, so I might as well shoot them. Uh-oh. Ouch! Normally, if I had my dash abilities, I would just dash away from these guys. But I don't have them yet. Uh-oh. Ranger Second Class Pulaski. It's you or me, dude. Ouch. A winner is me.
Control points. An enemy.
Take control. Okay.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
Wait, is there a thing that I can watch for that? Conceptual material, hidden trend, different clearance levels. Let's see. So I have the choice of either energy recovery speed. It looks like they're both the same. I think they're both the same. So I can deconstruct one of them. Same thing with this. Energy gain from headshots. Headshot damage. Let's equip that one, I guess.
Help me fix it.
We did it! Look at that building shift. Cool.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Yeah?
Are you still sane?
Yeah, I guess. Oh no, I don't have any of my outfits. I guess there's no new game plus
Please,
with this.
talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
Yeah, define sane exactly. Hello?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
No.
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh shit! You're the new director.
How does she know?
We're coming out.
How does she know? Everyone knows. It's like they have the best corporate,
Director Faden.
or not even
Call me
corporate,
Jesse.
communication
Okay,
system
Jesse.
ever.
I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works.
Yes.
Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full
Whoa.
lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA.
You're the director,
And
Harry.
extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is
Ooh, we're
no
special.
longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Oh.
Ah. I found his body. And the gun.
The service
Did we tell her
weapon.
it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. Push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already
Yes,
in
we
lockdown
did that.
before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
Emily
A
gets it.
janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
So I wonder, does
Like,
Emily
do
know
you
who the
my brother
janitor?
Dylan? Not yet.
I wonder ultimately if
But
she
here's
knows
something
about the
I need to
janitor.
ask you to do first.
That's all I'll say
If
for
you
now.
can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope.
The janitor's outside the thing
like
of the
already.
thing.
She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
I don't know. Emily's pretty
Yes.
cool. She's fine.
I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay.
Okay.
You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures, or redacted, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows them to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file 7-25-2788 for full report. Whoa. What? What? Why is there a shadow there? What? Are you all seeing shadows other than Jesse's? Like, what? Okay, that's messed up. There's no bodies in here.
What in the goddamn?
Maybe? What shadows? Oh, okay. Oh my god, they're everywhere. I don't like it. Get me out of here. What the heck? Okay. Well, that was creepy. Alright, we gotta try to save this poor lady. Uh-oh. She gonna break the brain. Oh. And then she just disappears. What?
It didn't work. Hiss has burned.
The hiss corrupted agent. The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from the unaffected human is the fact they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Oh, they're human Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing.
Oh, too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Well, that's not good.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Okay, Emily, hush. I'll be there in just a second. I need to check some things out first. Oh. Oh, it's a jukebox. Oh, I don't think I unlocked this for a little bit until much later. Yeah, we'll have to come back here. Just want to see if there's any notes. Hello, I am the director. Do what I want you to do. Yes. Yes, quite. Let's see if there's any notes. Chilling out. Nah, we're good. Alright, where'd you go, Emily? Here you go.
I can't cleanse them. I saw.
I
It was worth a
saw.
shot. Thank you, Director Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here.
Heck, Brick killed a guy. I saw that.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
What a name for a small town.
That's enough.
Ordinary.
Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the
I
rest
know,
yet.
right?
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified.
Yeah, she's like, ooh.
I can try to dig out some old files for you.
You're very interesting to me now.
Boss, Casper Darling would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected.
Yeah.
He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think
I'm from an ordinary town, no biggie.
A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
Do you know where the hotline bling is?
Like
Can I find it?
Bakelite telephone?
No? Okay.
Line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe I can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
So somewhere in the bureau, there's Drake in a sweater dancing around.
That's Tomasi's department. He's
Singing about how
communications.
you used to call him on his cell phone.
I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing it earlier. Keep an eye out.
I couldn't resist. That's what I think of every time.
Call me the director.
I hear hotline.
But that's not me. Not a director type. Not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know.
Yes.
Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough.
Yeah, you're kind of just thrown into it.
Those years, I know it's real now.
It's an SCP just kept in one of the storage rooms.
This. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Oh, have a good night, Rockhen. Get some rest. I know it's super late for you. Thanks again for hanging out. I appreciate you. Nighty night. So there's just this old school red phone just chilling out in the middle of a secured room here. With no buttons.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have... We do. Okay, so I have energy recovery plus 20. Or I could increase my health recovery per pickup. Wonder which one would be better. Probably the health. So I will put the health on for right now. And what else did we get? Missions. Unknown caller. Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, an object of power in the form of an old telephone, to understand the messages from the dead director trying to communicate with her. They hope he can provide insight into the hiss invasion. And what else we got? Is this another picture? The only person you should fail is yourself.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there.
House memory. Oh, okay. Let's ask Emily some questions. Are those Alan Wake copies? Where at? In my inventory? And the collectibles? FBC reminder, building shifts, objects of power. Oh, the ones that describe events. So, like, the research and records, like the case files, I think you use those, if I remember correctly. You can trade them in for, like, Oh, there's an element that I think you can trade them in for in the game. But it's more or less for like, oh, what's it called? Repeatable events. And I didn't admittedly do a ton of those. Let's talk to Emily. I think.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Do we know about the origin of the hiss?
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No.
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty terrible if they got out, wouldn't it? Would not be good news. Yeah, what's the deal with the oldest house here?
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Yeah, so like normal people, like your average everyday person, doesn't necessarily even see this building. It's right smack dab in the middle of New York, and no one knows it exists. It's just kind of there. What about Director Trench?
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain.
It is kind of like a giant TARDIS, I guess.
Data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
It's much bigger on the inside.
I think I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Objects of power.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that have...
Yeah, this building is massive.
And have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Emily is the best kind of nerd.
Got it. Thanks.
She's like super excited about all this stuff. She's like, let me tell you about paranatural entities and events, and I love it. The Hedron resonance amplifiers, which are those things that they're all wearing on their chests. They prevent the hiss from attacking them.
So HRA stop you from becoming hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
Yes.
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
So the other part of that, when you think about it, so if it emits like a shortwave frequency of some sort, how do we know that they're even safe for humans to be in contact with? Like, I feel like that could be horribly dangerous.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
But
Just let me know.
I'm thinking Dr. Darling didn't have a choice, which we kind of learn more as we go. Enter the communications department to find the hotline. Okay. Let me save my game here. Do I have fast travel point access yet? Technically, no. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. All they do is amplify Hedron resonance. Entirely safe. Yes. Nothing to see here. Nothing to worry about. Not in the slightest. Alright, so we gotta get up to where it shows that question mark with the yellow indicator.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Ooh, an ammo efficiency mod. Let's see. I think I'm gonna keep the headshot damage one for right now. I'll have to see if I can find, because that, like, what they keep reciting over and over again, you can find, like, a document that lists everything. It's actually pretty creepy if you read through it. What they say. This is redacted. Ooh. Uh-oh. I got more dudes? No? I think we're good. All hair must be eaten. Did they actually say that? I believe you, but man, I don't recall seeing that. Well, that's weird. Oh, whoops. What was that? Collectibles, correspondence? Shoot. I think it was this one, travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: the Desert Sun Inn, the Big Sky Motel, the Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleep E Bear Motel, what a name, the Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, and A Plus Lodge. Expenditures: accommodations $831.29, meals $714.84, gasoline $295.12, mini bar $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Oh, so that explains the minibar. Yeah, they do say some pretty crazy stuff. Undefined reading. So all of these, like, I don't have the clearance level to read them. Or the assets, which I don't even know if you can read those. I think they're just used for, like, a mini game. Okay, I think I heard more bad guys. Maybe. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can go down here. I think I get hurt. If I get too... Yep.
Yes, it's overpowering.
If I get too close.
You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
We'll have to come back later. See, it's weird. Like, Jessie, you can't get her to, I don't think I can crouch. It's more like you just kind of dodge things. Dip, dive, duck, dodge. Cool. Let's see. What did I pick up? Collectible. Hiss barrier. The hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from those resources, the barrier will fail. Does an active or inactive structure made by hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching or planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Oh yeah, they kind of just disappear. They're like, peace out. Ooh. Loot. More undefined reading. Can I read what they have for lunch? Cheese and vegetable stew, organic pasta, creamy salmon. Does it say bread, bean, and potato or broad bean? Spinach crepes, ligonberry jam. Oh man. Pea soup, vegetables and fruits, pancakes. I think it says pancakes. Wow. Oh, they got some chicken nuggets on Fridays. Heck yeah. Unstable area notice. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. So green is stable, yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts, orange is high likelihood, and red is frequent. So this area is kind of dangerous, but not really. The hiss, you are so loud. Stop it. Cut it out. All right, where do I need to go here? I could either go... Let's see if I can go this way. Oh, nope, never mind. Locked. This way is also locked. So I guess we go to dead letters. Which, if I remember correctly, dead letters is pretty cool. Oh. Okay. No worries. Machine God. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine, and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me on the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Oh boy. So dead letters is kind of the place where any kind of strange letters that really didn't have correct addresses, or when scanned, some of the material was kind of suspect. It kind of all ends up here. In this lovely dead letters department. House memory. All right. Oh, yeah. Some of these are great. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. The devil! It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Oh no. One of those Billy's Big Mouth Bass. Something bad happened. Something real bad. There was a fish in the percolator. Trench, dead letter approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found amongst the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I'll first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspect connections to AWEs and other alternate materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. P. Bartwell. Okay, what is this? Do as you're told, don't eat mold. Even the smallest amount of mold can cause serious harm. Contact security immediately. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat mold anyway. Gross. Uh-oh, here we go. Ow! Just say we got more dudes? We do. Any more? Any more? Oh, yep, right behind me. Get some more health. I guess I gotta cleanse a control point around here somewhere. But we also gotta look around at all the stuff and the things. More house memories. Yeah, that one's locked. I realize a lot of this is very dark right now. Like I said, I could adjust brightness up, but I feel like it kind of take away from some of the atmosphere and the ambiance. Can I get up top yet? Let me see. Whoop, whoop. Woo. I can. Uh-oh. The recharge rate, I wish it was better. Cleanse. This house is clear. There we go. I can't really explore a lot of dead letters right now until I have the levitation ability. We'll have to come back through here, though. Did it open up? I think it might have opened up some stuff downstairs. Okay, I can't get in some of these yet. Looking for goodies. I hear some janitor singing somewhere close. I think it might be upstairs, though. I also thought there was like our first threshold kids was somewhere around here. I can't remember exactly, though. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that! I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Oh boy. Seems legit. Book Club Penny. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get the reviews to me by Monday during lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading. Penny Bartwell. I think we find several of those book club things. Oh, yes! Everybody behold the amazingness that is the Threshold Kids. Let's go. The stuff of nightmares, everybody. Hey, Meg. Oh.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened? I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's redacted.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children both start with C. The director's a puppet.
A dirty, rotten fart person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back.
Oh, man.
I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
Why are they so scary? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Well, that's the Threshold Kids, everybody, and it's not the first time that we run into them. Good times. Good times. And totally not creepy at all. Not in the slightest.
The cracker has the true truth.
Let me do this. Okay, so I can't get into there first. I guess I need to head towards Central Executive, maybe? Let me look at the map. Actually, let me take a look. If I go down here... Oh, is that where we came in from? No, we went in... Oh, crap. There are certain areas in this game that are kind of like spawn points for enemies in general. So if you come back through here, there's enemies that will attack you every time. Let's say, where you at? He's got some shields on. Never-ending set of enemies. What the heck? Alright, we're good. Oh, okay. This is the communications department, so I still need to head back down through dead letters. I don't think that I can go up. I'm gonna need levitations, I think, to do. Wait, is there another threshold, kids? This might be a Dr. Darling.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
80 kilobytes!
Stolen by our friends at the CIA.
Fantastic.
Held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us.
Does anybody remember floppy disks like that? I do.
Okay.
I remember.
Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Let me see. Did that leave? Oh, Threshold Kids missing Mama. I just want to see if I missed out on anything.
8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
On a floppy.
This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion
31
of
discs? Are you serious?
Cold War
Wow.
era collective unconscious. A receptacle.
I never did that.
It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on.
I had the AOL CDs, but not floppies.
Details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Nice. Oh, Dr. Darling. Why does it still show as unread? Oh, there we go. We're good. You would think that from a cost-effective standpoint, that they wouldn't do it that way because, like I said, it wouldn't be cost-effective to do that. That's crazy. I'm trying to tell the story without doxing. Oh yeah, don't reveal where it's from, but... Welcome to the comms department. We are here to help. If you have any questions, please ask one of our friendly staff. I don't know, that guy in the picture don't look too friendly. Looks a bit shady. Whoa. Need to get the janitor down here. Rough time. The first one in the area. See, I never had, like, local company internet. Like, I had dial-up through AOL. But I never had, like, local stuff. Until recently. Our fiber company's local. Let's see. Did we come from... Yeah, I guess we came from where it says cafeteria. Nothing good in the bathroom. Oh. Bonk. Sir? You okay, buddy? Oh, no. Let's go to this shelter first. Book Club, Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it all around almost like a catchphrase got annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives were made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population into those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. So, is that a direct reference to what we just saw in the hallway? The guy fell backwards and then got bonked in the face by one of those mail canisters. I feel like that was a direct reference. I think I've told the story many times. I used to tie up the phone line, so the rents got me my own. It had to be clever. Got a special modem that allowed me to dial the ISP with 2 phone lines. Well, probably. Yeah, I just had dial-up. We had 1 phone line at home. So like if I was on the internet, I got yelled at a lot to get off the internet so that, you know, everyone can make phone calls.
Object of power.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. Run. We gotta reach this thing to cleanse it. We must clean this house. Oh, what did I get here? Oh, that only works for the shatter, which I don't have access to yet. So, we'll keep what we got. I probably should have taken note as to what I had for my build-out when I played this earlier this year. Because by the end of the game, I actually was pretty darn powerful. And I still, you know, had challenges and all, but the game, it gets a lot easier as you go. Okay. Run, Jesse. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay. So do I shoot this thing? What do I do? I can't remember. Run! There we go. It's the floppy disk that Dr. Darling was talking about. The floppy disk nuke can be bound to gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
So I can do this telekinesis now, which is pretty great. I will use this a lot. A lot. Align, launch the cube thingamajig. Alright, we do the thing, we did the thing. When I get levitation, that's where stuff gets real. It gets real. Bonk. Oh. Bonk. Boop. I love it. Yeah, it's very satisfying because you can pull pretty much anything. It's destructible. The hiss noise is burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop and mute them, Director. We will do our best. The floppy disk is now bound, delivered. The hiss antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
Abilities such as launch are particularly effective against
This will
shields.
help me fight the hiss.
Can I get to this guy? Bonk. Oh, man. Boop. Where'd that one, the one dude, like... Yeah. There are more of them? I thought there was 3. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Oh. I think I hit him with a box. Alright, got him. Cool. Let's see. I should have gotten some information on the floppy disk. Yes. The floppy disk, the OOP5-KE, must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See the Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. Background: stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to Redacted missiles, believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off and was requisitioned by agents the next day. Cool. It's a haunted floppy disk. How about that? Try to figure out when I get the clearance levels to do anything. Like to go in any of these rooms. I feel like that's gotta be soon. Bonk. Hiss demolition expert. Oh, these guys have, like... They have rocket launchers. The Rangers of the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, the Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during the AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities, beyond some being protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Consider the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying in their situation. Is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. And then the demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track redacted enemies once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of the weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does that tell us about their behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Cool. Let's see, I think I already went into the shelter, right?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Well, we're in the mailroom. Oh, there goes the Hiss chant again. Speaking of the chant, I gotta finish the chant. So many games, y'all. So many games. Ooh, launch efficiency. Launch energy cost -9. That's good, but I like the health recovery for right now. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else in here. Hush, Hiss. Ammo refund. What does that one give me? Ammo refund chance on hit. That's kind of nice, but... Try to prioritize the health ones for right now. Tamasi Willow AWE outcome. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaska town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public less likely to redacted. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we stop monitoring Redacted, and Redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tamasi out. Tamasi out. Run, run, run. Let's see. So that's where we came from. The fourth wall. Are those supposed to be Justin Bieber lyrics because it says baby, 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 yeah? I think it might be. Whoa, what is this? It's a trap! That's what this is, it's a trap! We're ruining all their computers. Boom. And bonk. Ooh, you're like a mini boss. First class officer Coleman. Bonk! They're gonna take it out of my salary. Oh no. 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 Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion of unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Oh no! Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of those users. Patrick Strungens, Rubens Nogira, Arto Kulumaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, and is it Yako Sarnin. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigations team. Further action pending. Those have to be devs, right? That work for Remedy? I'm thinking. I cannot confirm. But that's what that feels like. Internet usage rules. Internet is not for social media use. Uh-oh. No FBC materials of any kind may be scanned or uploaded. FBC mail addresses or email addresses are for work-related correspondence only. Level 5 clearance required to access internet. If a cubicle's BlackRock shell gets damaged, vacate it immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. If you notice any text in your work that you do not recall writing, vacate your cubicle immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. Do not connect internal comm devices to the network. Printers for communications department use only. Altered items are forbidden in the cubicles. And notify security of any breaches immediately. They may require internal lockdown. How do they access the internet on these archaic computers? Like, how did that work? Talk about slow internet. Man. You'd have a bad time. Real bad. Well, it said about, like, network disconnected. I think they were able to. From that list that I read off, it looked like they could. But, it probably was very... very rudimentary access. Marshall, lockdown distinctions. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach. based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think you even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. And then I think, so this area down here, it's like covered in mold, because we've seen several references to mold so far, and it's very dangerous. So I can't really go in here yet, but I can come back later. So make a mental note. We'll have to come back here later, because I have to do something very specific. Clearance level 1. Oh, so wait, does that mean that I can... Okay, that's exclusive to the Shatter. Okay, so any doorways that we've come across, I should be able to get into now. Let's say level 1. Yes, America Overnight.
You're listening to America Overnight.
Fantastic.
Mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today,
Oh, okay,
friend of the show,
Mike.
Dr.
Have a good
Quincy
night. I
Reagan
probably
tells
will
his
wrap up
story.
shortly myself here.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines
I did
Motel
start
in
late.
Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47.
Ooh, scary.
I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed.
Dun dun
It was
dun.
dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oof.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you.
Anybody got a possessed toaster out there?
America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Hey, David. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy. How you doing?
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying.
We wrapped up Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and I figured, hey, we'll just jump right on into Control.
Thank you for staying up with us.
Let's see, we got any other goodies to pick up? Oh, I've been lurking? Oh! Well, hello.
Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy
Hope we're doing good.
his story.
Let's see, I gotta go downstairs here.
This is something I experienced recently while staying at the
Mailroom. Oh, I can go into the shelter here. I mean, wouldn't you just want to just stick around in here until all this blows over? I guess that would make for a very boring game, wouldn't it? Fancy, fancy. Anybody wants some snacks? We got some trail mix, some pretzels, what looks to be some protein or fiber bars. Mmm. Looks so appetizing. You bought Baldur's Gate 3 with your birthday money. Oh yeah, happy birthday as well. Belated birthday. You've been sucked into it all day? It looks really good. I would like to try out Baldur's Gate at some point. My only thing is, I haven't played any of the other Baldur's Gate games, and I don't know if you can, like, do I need to play the first two to understand what's happening? That's my first question. Second is, I don't know that because I'm not huge with turn-based stuff. I would just be afraid that I wouldn't be able to get the swing of it, you know? But I am interested, though. Any little bit that I've seen of it on stream looks really fun. Looks real fun. Is that okay? That's where I came from. No? Okay. Yeah, I was worried that I would be completely lost because I've never really played D&D either. So I thought, well, I don't know. As someone who hasn't played the first two, you don't. Okay. Cool. That's what I've heard. That you can kind of...
This must open the door.
What happened to that guy? What is he doing? He's dancing. Dancing. You tried playing the second one and got frustrated and quit in the starter level? Oh no! Well, that's not good. I'll have to look to see, because now that I've upgraded my graphics card, I think my computer can handle Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know, though. I might still stick with getting it on console. Wait, I did save, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Proceed through the communications department. Alright, we gotta go this way. It's got a lot of lore, but it's easy enough to follow. Cool. Well, you know me. I love lore. Oh, boy. And welcome to our first boss fight. We have to defeat Tomasi. This guy's a jerk. He likes to throw things at you. Ow. Alright, give me some health. Oh, he's right above me. Gotta stay behind my... Stay behind my spot here. Oh! Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Tomasi, where'd you go, bud? Oh, he's right above me. He's got like a sliver of health. First try! First try! I've never done that on one try. Oh, yes. Oh. Your system's nothing special in the game. Auto set my visual settings to mostly very high. Oh, nice. I have an i5 9600 and I just upgraded to a 2060. So I know that I saw some folks that had like super high-end systems that were having issues, so I was hoping that maybe I can handle it. I'll have to look at the specs and see what the minimums and stuff are. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It's also worth considering the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yeah, we will see Tomasi again.
The hotline should be past the mailroom.
That's pretty cool, though. I've never been able to defeat Tomasi on the first try. So yay! Much excite. We're cruising along, though. Indeed. I just wanted to see if I missed any, like, collectibles or documents. Oh, I hear the janitor singing again. Let's see, where does this take me? Oh. Oh, okay. I know where we're at now. Cool. I know! It's a good feeling. I was expecting to have to go a couple rounds with them, but maybe now that I kind of know sort of like the patterns I gotta look for, since I've played this game a couple times, it's a little bit easier. When you go into it for the first time, it can be a bit much. Office of Head of Communications, Alberto Tomasi. I was gonna say, it says but. It's Butte, though. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Why would they tell him to pull? So you pull the cord, one disappears. They're like, well, let's just try it again to be sure. When they have no idea where the agents disappeared to. That doesn't seem like good detective work, everybody. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during the incident. Huh. Very interesting.
Alberto Tomasi.
Oh, nice. Oh, so he was the ones that we were seeing on posters. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Alberto Tomasi.
Of comms.
Excellent.
Got him.
All right, take this down. All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of
Hasn't that legitimately happened,
though?
though?
Personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery.
Or like federal, like government agents have gone out of country and have come down with these mysterious illnesses.
Honestly,
And they can't explain it. I think that's legit happened.
Talk about good luck, huh?
So I'm sure they took
so much easier to...
a nod
Are
to
you
that.
still recording this?
Uh-oh.
The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious...
It might have actually been Cuba, too. I can't remember exactly the specifics. But I'm fairly certain that's happened. Ooh, health recovery. Is it better than what I've got? So 20% per item pickup. Oh, same thing. 20%. Let's deconstruct it. I hear a ringing. Oh, we've made it to the hotline.
The hotline can't be
The hotline bling. We've made it. To the hotline bling. Hotline chamber. Oh, we got a Butte supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel, codenamed the Ocean View Motel and Casino, and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT-01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte had been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home had been appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in redacted and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is unsure, but initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a redacted. We're looking for another Dr. Darling presentation. What does this say? Restricted area, no unauthorized personnel beyond this point. Hotline security log. So if you notice, most of them are Director Trench, except we have the custodian, Bill Everett, and Carol Bishop, another custodian, which is interesting. They're the only ones that ever check in. Hotline chamber.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with a black pyramid.
Answer the phone! I think I can watch... I thought there was a way to watch the director... Maybe not. Yeah, I thought there was a way that you could watch what the director told you. Maybe not. His research. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Notice. Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. So this is 2. And 3.
Have we been here before?
Wow.
No. I've I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
And all of the doors have like very strange symbols on them. We have a janitor's doorway. Lassen Volcanic National Park. Does it say where this is? Headquarters, Loomis Memorial. Loomis. So that's a Halloween reference, but also there was a Loomis in, was it Alan Wake? I believe. So I know I have to ring the bell, and I can't remember exactly. So we have 222, 223, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then nothing. So let's ring the bell and see what happens.
Hello?
Hello?
Anyone here?
So we get one door. I think I gotta ring it again. Looks like the exact same room. Everything's the same. We come to the ocean view several times throughout the game. Aha.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
So let's go find the door that has the pyramid. It's this one. Aha. And look at that. It is a painting of us walking toward the hotline chamber. So cool. We can finally answer the phone. The hotline Seashell is a transmitter bridge. Directors can call the board long distance. Uh-oh. Astral Plane Challenge. Can't remember what this one's for. Oh, yeah, these things. Okay. So these we kind of got to avoid. You can't really destroy them. You just have to get around him. Uh-oh. Whew. All right. Let's see if I can bait him out. Maybe just run. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Well done, Dial Director. You can contact us, past selves, in the Hotline Collectibles menu. We expect compulsive weekly calls. Compulsive weekly calls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Ring. Ring. And suddenly we're back in the director's office.
Needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Okay. Oh.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him.
Let's see. You are the director now. We expect independence, dependence. You are authority, chosen one. The Bureau game needs you. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So we can listen to the director's extended stuff, which we haven't done yet. Control points. I guess I had to do the thing with the phone first.
It's a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth.
And that wouldn't be good.
No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously.
I feel like the combat, it gets a little bit easier the more that you play it. I know, like, the way that I kind of wrapped my head around it is instead of just trying to focus on shooting, I oftentimes, like with the throw mechanic, I kind of spam doing that, and then like the dashing, and then once you get the levitation, it becomes a lot easier to move around. At least that's kind of how I viewed it. Let's see, we watched the one about the hotline. What about management team?
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmore hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director.
I think Northmore was the director prior to Trench.
Void for the horror show it truly is. Filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family. All dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
Okay. Let's see, the one about the Ocean View Motel, we'll watch that.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere.
Looks like a regular motel.
Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places. and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
So it's interesting that he refers to the Ocean View Motel and how it operates on dream logic. We've heard that before during Alan Wake, when he talks about when he's rewriting the story, that he's basically doing this within the confines of dream logic, where nothing makes sense. So, definitely connected. Let's see, what was the coming storm?
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts.
Ooh, good word usage, director.
It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago.
Darling must be protected at all costs.
Putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid.
I'm too old.
I can see my hands trembling.
Can't you see he's too old?
Losing control.
All right, so that's the first little bit of all the info on the director. The hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with, I'm assuming that says the board, because that's what it's for. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal redacted. Uh-oh. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. It's spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests was run on the object, including redacted, but its origin remains unknown. Let's see. Did we watch the Darling presentation? Let's watch it again, just to...
Ring. It's Dr. Darling calling.
In case there was new stuff I missed.
In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered, and the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy.
Oof.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
Dr. Darling is a snappy dresser as well. very much like a Barry Wheeler, but more sophisticated.
Feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
We gotta go talk to Emily. Although I think
People
there were
react strongly when I tell them about you.
2 spots.
Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Where we had level 1 security clearance, I think. So we have a shortcut now to the hotline that takes us right back to the director's office, which is nice. Oh, you think somebody could have come in here and cleaned the place up after our promotion? What the heck? To executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operated within the oldest house, we are obscured from the scrutiny, or from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they'll be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't ever notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. So for all intents and purposes, the Federal Bureau of Control just doesn't exist. It is a ghost. I think there was a level 1 door right here. Or was it? Yeah, it is level 1. Okay. I think the other one was down by the mailroom. Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He'll be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. I think we find out what happened to that particular agent somewhere through a note. I could be wrong, though. Or maybe he was one of the ones that got affected by the incident with the shark. There was like one with the shark, and there was something in Alaska, I think. He talked about. Okay, this is Central Executive down here. So I'm trying to remember. Emily... Central Executive. Yes. Well, hello, agents. There's more of them that are not affected by the hiss. Fantastic. Let me save again. I'm bummed that I can't get any of my cool outfits that I had unlocked in previous playthroughs. The float, well, sometimes. In this particular area, it's kind of like a safe zone because we have a cleansed control point. That it's basically, I think it's an area they said of 27 meters around it is safe.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
And then also, any of the ones, the agents that have those HRAs, those like vest things.
Of course.
They're protected from being taken over by the hiss. There's all of the previous bureau directors on the wall. Just looking to see. Sometimes there's notes in here. We'll talk to Emily. Oh, wait. There is a note. Can I get to it? Initial impressions. Initial encounters with the entity known as the hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of our wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jessie Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Ms. Faden herself. She's able to cleanse material and organisms of the hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host physiology becomes reliant on the hiss. More work to be done. All right, Emily, what you got for us?
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, about him.
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
So we have to lift the lockdown.
We already
Cool.
got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that
We
is.
don't have time for tests.
We could find out something that would help us.
Emily.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Cool. And this, I think, is supposed to be the outside of the oldest house, which, to the naked eye, nobody can really tell it's even there. Oh, Auntie. The mysterious janitor. Down to maintenance we go. This building is massive and just terrifying. Look at all those corrupted agents. Oh, you know what? I have not been upgrading, like, any of my points, my abilities. I probably should do that, huh? We are at war / hostile takeover. The hiss is the opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasures, strategy, except ingest them. At control points, these countermeasures missions will benefit you. We will give resources rewards for each completed countermeasure. See, these I think are kind of like the recurring events, the countermeasures. You don't necessarily have to do them. Let's see. So we did those. What else did I unlock? So I have health recovery right now, plus 20%. That's energy plus 5. Energy plus 6. So let me deconstruct this. Because you have a limited number of spots for mods. You have a limited amount of spots. How do I change my loadout? I don't remember. Do I do it from here? Oh, no. I gotta do it. That's right. I forgot. I gotta go to a control point to do it. I don't think I have anything new to ask her at the moment.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon. Just let me know.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. Let's make sure there's no new notes that have popped up. Yeah. Alright, let's go upgrade some things.
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Someone's singing? Interesting.
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Oh, I do hear it.
Objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance.
Astral constructs. Okay, so I can make the shatter, which is like a shotgun. So we'll make that. And then abilities. So I'm gonna unlock health. I'm gonna try to keep everything kind of evened out, because that seemed to work pretty well for me the last time I played it. Additional weapon form slot. Nice. All right, so we've used all of our ability points.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Let's see. I should be able to equip the shatter. And then ammo refund chance, projectile speed. Let's do the ammo cost per shot. And that should be good. Yeah, health is good. All right, one more time. It should save. I just want to make sure. Okay. That should actually be a good spot for me to wrap up, because we've been live for almost 4.5 hours. It's about 1:30 in the morning here. I would like to get some sleep. So let me go ahead. We will pick this back up though very soon though. Don't fret. But let me go ahead. We'll switch on over here. But thank y'all for hanging out this evening. I appreciate you. Whether you're here on Twitch or over on TikTok. We did it, Reddit. Yes, we did it, Reddit. So stay tuned. And we will see y'all soon. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.